Hey, what is up? Today is a very important video because I want to talk to you about voice. So we already did some videos on voice. And before I start on my booking agent, right, my appointment reminder, I want to tell you why voice is going to be the next big thing. Imagine your business answers all of the customer calls 24/7 directly. It never misses a lead, never puts anyone on hold, and it doesn't require any single extra employee. It's not fantasy. AI's employees are already here. We had websites, we had apps, then we had chatbots, and now we're entering the era of conversational AI that talks like a human. And businesses are already embracing the shift and are pulling ahead. In 2024 alone, 81% of Americans use voice tech on weekly basis. And I'm talking about Alexa, I'm talking about Siri, I'm talking about all the assistants that already exist in the market. And by 2034, the voice market is going to explode to 50, and that's a huge growth. And get this, 58% of consumers say they are more likely to try a brand that offers voice AI. So if you're a founder, if you are an operator, a builder, you need to ask yourself, why wouldn't your brand implement voice agents? Voice agents answer sales calls and support calls directly 24/7. They qualify leads instantly after your leads fill out a form. They book appointments, as we've seen in different videos, with zero human effort. They're connected directly to your CRM, email, Slack, WhatsApp, and they speak in human-like voices. So forget the robotic voices you knew from the past. Companies are not only doing that for client-facing solution, but also internally. So forward-thinking companies are already integrating voice directly into their system. So a sales rep can ask, what's my pipeline for Q2 looking like? And they're going to get a voice reply. And the best part, you can do everything today with no code, with make.com, with Google Sheets, as we're going to show you today. Just to talk about the result and give you an example. Gold Nugget, I read about this company. It's a hotel, and they replaced the front desk bookings with AI and made over 600,000 in revenue in 1 month, fully automated. A travel app named Hopper developed a voice assistant and got 88% customer satisfaction, matching their best human agents while saving 75% on each call. Healthcare groups are saving millions by using AI to handle appointment calls, insurance checks, and reminders, all without human agents. And these aren't experiments. This is already working in the field. So this is something that you should get into. So let's get into it. Today, what we're going to show you is that let's say we have a list of clients. We need to remind them a call about, in a few days. And we're not talking about sending them a voice message. We're talking about implementing a call with your details and other variables. So I have here an example of Sarah, who's going to get a phone call, and the appointment day Sunday at 9 a.m. We want to have every day our AI voice agents to call a list of clients to remind them of the upcoming calls. So let's see how it works. We have two make scenarios. The first one is the appointment reminder, right? It's really simple. A huge ton of examples on YouTube are so complicated. Try to keep it as simple as possible because sometimes it's just unnecessary. You can do the same doing more simple workflow. And plus, I also want my clients to know how to take care of the business themselves, right? If they want to make a change. So my scenarios are really, really simple. Right side, we're going to initiate a call, launch the call with the variables. I'm going to show you what it looks like in make.com. And then we're going to log the call. So log a reply in our Google Sheet. Let me show you what we're working with.
Hey, Sarah, my name is Alexis. I'm calling you on behalf of the dental clinic to remind you of your appointment on Sunday at 9 a.m. Can you confirm you will be there?
Hey there. Yes, I will be there. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for confirming your appointment. If you have any questions or need to make changes, feel free to contact me.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day.
All right. So what are we seeing? Check out the left side. Up. It's working. So we did some smart things here. First, we initiated the call. from our Google Sheet, from our Make, which is going to happen automatically every day. You can schedule it for every morning. Let's break it down. The first thing is we are connected to our Google Sheet. This is what it looks like. We have the name, phone number, appointment day, appointment time, reminder, status, and notes. First questions you're going to ask is, yeah, great, but how am I going to get all of my upcoming meetings in 2 days from now automatically into a list? Great question. We're going to use a script. So this is an appointment script. And as you can see, get all of the upcoming meetings in 2 days from now, right? How are you going to get the phone number? Assuming you put the phone number inside the description of the meeting, you'll get the phone number inside the Google Sheet. If you don't have the phone number inside the event, you can do a VLOOKUP and have all your client list in another sheet. That's really simple to implement, but just want to tell you that you can build custom scripts for Google Sheet and it's free. So you can have this script run automatically with a trigger and have it run every day at midnight to pull all of you just add a trigger, you choose time-driven, and you can do every hour or every 12 hours or whatever. And then you can have this make scenario run automatically as well every morning at 9 a.m. and 9 a.m. is going to call all of the people in the list that you have there. All right. So the first thing is having a Google Sheet and have it populated with all of your upcoming meetings for the next, let's say in 2 days from now, because that's where you want to remind them. If you prefer to remind them a week before, you can change that. That's not a problem. But this is the start of the thing. Then we're going to, once it's populated, search rows. That's going to give us all of the meetings that's inside the list. Next, we're going to parse it. So you have 2 ways of setting up phone calls. And this is where I say, I'm choosing the easy one. You can set it up on VAPI with structured data. Okay. This is my VAPI dashboard and you can set it up via an HTTP request. In all of the scenarios I've checked, this is the most easiest way to have an outbound agent set up. And I'm talking about a conversational agent set up super fast. So if you want a fast solution, this is your thing. This is your workflow. What you will need to do is buy a number from Twilio. I'm going to get to this in the end because that's a detail and it's done pretty fast. So our second module is parse JSON. And this is the message we want to give. So, hey, first name. Hey, Sarah, my name is Alexis. I'm calling you on behalf of the dental clinic to remind you of your appointment on Sunday at 9 a.m. Can you confirm you will be there? You can change it, adapt it, do whatever you want. This is something you can play around with and that's pretty straightforward. And the next step, which is the final step, just 3 steps, is an HTTP request. And here we're going to do HTTP. This is the API call to VAPI.ai. Again, I encourage you to check it out because it's not possible with 11 labs. If it is, it's really complicated. This is the way to do it for simple and fast implementation. Method is post. You have your authorization and your key and your content type, application JSON, right? That's it. And then you choose body type raw, content type JSON, and then you have the request content. Here we have a few things that are interesting. First, this is pretty simple, right? This is the request content. What's interesting here is the webhook. So inside my HTTP request, I implemented a webhook to another scenario, which is end of appointment reminder. This means that inside your API call, you can tell your voice agent to shoot the hook, and it could be anything, could be links to your CRM or whatever. In this case, I'm asking my agent to fill in the reminder status, and if he wants, he will come or not, and he's going to fill it in so automatically. So just have a look. Let's launch it again.
My name is Alexis. I'm calling you on behalf of the dental clinic to remind you of your appointment on Sundays at 9 a.m. Can you confirm you will be there?
No, I won't be able to make it. Sorry.
Thanks for letting me know. Would you like to reschedule your appointment to a different date and time?
No, I will call the clinic myself and reschedule. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to
Bye-bye. So now we should see it automatically populate. Let's see. Amazing. Reminder status. No customer will call the clinic to reschedule. That's basically it. So what do you need? You need a make scenario that will initiate the calls every day. So you can do it every day at 9 a.m. every day at 9 a.m. You're going to call all of these clients, and at the end of it, I want you to tell me if everyone is confirmed or not, or who is not confirmed. If you want to take it further a notch, the people who are not confirmed, you can look them up. So you can do a trigger for everyone that's no, delete them from my schedule. So you actually have an upcoming and free schedule, and you can link it to, if somebody is on the waiting list, you can call them based on this updated schedule. So this is something that's like magic, but imagine you doing this setup once and it just works like magic, and you have like everything works perfectly. This is something I really encourage you to look at. Again, now something that's pretty important, and it took me a while to figure out, is the filter. So when you're working with VAPI, VAPI will give you during the call, at the start of the call, multiple pings. So it's going to, the webhook that we implemented here in make a request is going to be triggered maybe 5 or 6 times during the call. But you only want the end of the call report. So there's a type, right? End of call report. But before the end of call, you're going to get, for the same call, a lot of triggers. So you want to filter all, just to have the end of recall report. Why? Because if you get triggered, yeah, and you're saying, okay, you're already going to get a hit for client answered, but it doesn't include the answer if he's going to come or not. So you really want to wait for the end of type, and this is something that you did here. The only end of the call, filter message type and includes report. That was working, and then only are you going to search the rows that includes the customer phone number, because that's the best identifier for a customer, and update the rows. I guess that's it. It's a super short video, and I want to keep it this way because there's no reason for it to be. I've checked other videos, and you have like 1 hour, 1 hour 30 videos on how to have a booking reminder. Guys, there's no need to do that. What I do want to show you, one last thing, is Twilio. If you don't have a number, buy a number. It's dirt cheap. If you're in the United States, you can get a number for maybe $1 or $2. Let me just show you what it looks like. So here's Twilio, right? And you can just get a phone number from here. You can manage active numbers, buy a number. You can buy a number, choose any number you want from any state you want, United States. So here you have the pricing ranging from $1 for a number that's voice enabled, SMS enabled, MMS enabled, and fax enabled. This is dirt cheap. They will ask you to verify your identity just by showing you, photographing your ID. It's immediate, and you get your phone number. Then the last thing you need to do is to integrate your number into VAPI. So you go to admin, there's account management, and on the account management, you have API keys and tokens. You're going to press on that, and you're going to have the account SID, which this is what it's needed in VAPI, account SID and your key. So have a look. Take the account SID and your key, which I'm not going to show. Go to VAPI, and you have here phone numbers. Amazing. Create a phone number, and you have here import Twilio, and these are the two things you're going to need, the account SID and the token, and then you can just label it whatever you want, and your number will be live. Once you have your number, this is also something that you will need to enter inside your HTTP request, and that's not the exact number, but the number ID. Let me show you what it looks like. So you're going to need to adapt this script for you, but here's the phone number ID. I hope it has been helpful. This is a really quick tutorial, but it's really simple. You have 2 scenarios. I hope it has been helpful. Reach out if you have any questions. Get into voice agent, super worth it. Bye.